Did Roman gladiators really fight to the death? Or was it all just a carefully crafted spectacle? It is a question that has fascinated historians, filmmakers, and enthusiasts for centuries. Gladiators are one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Rome, but separating fact from fiction is not as easy as Hollywood might lead you to believe. To uncover the truth, we need to step back into the roaring amphitheaters of the Roman Empire, examine the intricate web of politics, economics, and entertainment, and uncover the humanity behind the armor and bloodshed. The Roman gladiatorial games began as funerary rituals in the 3rd century before the Common Era. They were performed during lavish funerals to honor the dead by reenacting battles. But what started as a solemn rite evolved into one of the most popular forms of entertainment in history. By the 1st century of the Common Era, the Colosseum, Rome's architectural marvel, stood as a monumental stage for these spectacles. Capable of holding 50,000 spectators, it was a place where emperors showcased their wealth and power, and where the crowd's cheers could decide a gladiator's fate. Yet the assumption that gladiators always fought to the death is overly simplistic. These warriors were expensive investments. Gladiator schools known as ludi trained them rigorously, providing food, shelter, and medical care. Each fighter was a valuable asset, often owned by wealthy sponsors who sought profit from their performances. Sending a well-trained gladiator to certain death was not economically sound, so why does this brutal image persist? The truth is more nuanced. Fights in the arena were highly regulated. Referees, oversaw the contests to ensure rules were followed. Gladiators specialized in different combat styles, often inspired by Rome's enemies. For instance, the retiarius fought with a net and trident, while the secutor wielded a sword and shield. These matchups were carefully designed to create dramatic and suspenseful battles, not necessarily bloodbaths. When a gladiator was defeated, the decision to spare or execute them often lay in the hands of the audience or the emperor. Contrary to popular belief, the infamous thumbs-down gesture did not universally signify death. Its interpretation remains debated among historians. Many defeated gladiators were spared to fight another day, provided they had shown bravery and skill. But this does not mean the arena was free of death. Some matches, called sine missione, were indeed fights to the death, often staged as special events. Additionally, criminals, prisoners of war, and other marginalized individuals were frequently forced into the arena with little chance of survival. These brutal spectacles added to the perception that gladiatorial games were a relentless cycle of carnage. Despite their status as entertainers, gladiators occupied a complex place in Roman society. They were both admired and marginalized. Some were slaves, fighting for the promise of freedom, while others were free men who volunteered for the fame and financial rewards. A victorious gladiator could earn a share of the prize money and gifts from adoring fans, and some achieved celebrity status akin to modern sports stars. One of the most famous gladiators, Spartacus, began his career as a slave before leading a massive rebellion against Rome in the 1st century before the Common Era. His story highlights the duality of the gladiator's existence, both a tool of the empire's spectacle and a symbol of resistance against its oppression. So, did gladiators always fight to the death? The answer is no. While death was an undeniable part of the games, it was not the sole purpose. Gladiatorial combat was a complex interplay of skill, drama, and calculated risk, designed to entertain while reflecting the values and contradictions of Roman society. The image of constant mortal combat, perpetuated by popular culture, oversimplifies a tradition that was as much about spectacle as it was about survival. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the world of Roman gladiators. If you enjoyed this exploration, please consider subscribing to our channel for more captivating stories from history. Do not forget to leave a comment with your thoughts or questions. We would love to hear from you. Until next time.